All right, I'm actually finishing up my day. Decided to pop into the Blackwater forests, doing the brim. So we had a day, caught some shell crackers of decent size, reddier sunfish. This is challenging, right? There's fish here, but it's not easy. Especially since I'm learning it all. This looks pretty cool right here. I bet there's a few fish. Where's... Oh, largemouth. It's like, man, I thought I had a brim on there, and I was like, I thought it was gonna be like a. No. Probably later. Sorry, dude. Chunky largemouth bass. I think we should go in there. Alright, let's hang on here for a second, see what we get. Ow! Look at that. Wow. That's pretty cool. I don't see owls too often. Not in the middle of the day, like, well, mid-morning rather. Fish on. A shell cracker. Oh my gosh, I smell fish everywhere. Means there's a bed, right? If you smell fish, it smells like cantaloupe, I guess. I don't know, melon. It's definitely a distinct smell. There we go. Trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Is that a bass? I don't think that's a bass. Whoa. There we go. There we go. That's a shell cracker, sir. A big old shell cracker. Heck yeah. Okay, it was on a whole redworm, nightcrawler. Give you an idea. About 10 inches. Okay, they get pretty big around here. I know there was 11s and 12s. So, 10 inches. Gonna keep a couple of these guys. You might hear the term brim, right? But yeah, that kind of refers to both shellcracker and bluegill. That's a pretty good sized shellcracker. Picked a pretty good spot to eat them from too. Just to make sure we don't lose them into the water here. I think we'll maybe figure this out a little bit. Okay. think they're on beds. We're just getting off beds right now, so. Rigged on a trout magnet jig head. Let's see if we get another couple of them. I don't know how many would be here. I think a few would be. 49 minutes into recording. Behind this tree, for whatever reason. See if they start getting smaller. Sometimes you pick off a big one right away and then you start finding some smaller fish. It's a bluegill, right? Mixed bag of fish. Yeah, I think this one's a bluegill. The problem is I might have brought in a lot of these smaller guys now. Won't attract too many. I don't know if that's the saying, but I'm going to go with that as my saying for now. Let me just try one of these Gulp curly tails too. The problem is I don't want to feed all my fancy worms to small shell the smaller bream. Sweet. Got away. Was it like a 9-incher or so? I'm only going to keep like 4 or 5, so I don't want to clean them all day. I got stuff to do today, so this is the 2-inch swimming mullet. It's a pretty good flavor. 132-ounce jig head, 2-pound test. Fire away. Some water up here. Let's see if we can get in here. That's pretty much it. Right here is my guess. The end of the road. There should be some fish here. I hope if there was fish back there. Oh, that's a nice one. Bluegill? I think this one's a bluegill. Yeah, pretty cool, man. Like 8-9 inches too. What is it? Night crawler. I think I will catch my biggest fish on these guys. Just rare. A lot of guys use floats, but I'm going to skip the float. I think I got a decent read on the terrain at least. Trees everywhere. That's the read. Whoa! This is sweet. This gotta be a bass. Oh, look at that. Look at that shell cracker. That's cool. Gosh, look at the size of this thing. They're spawning up on these beds, I guess. That's cool, man. Creations though, but seems like being on the edge of some deep water is a good move. I'm so dumbfounded. I thought I figured it out, and I guess I didn't. I'm gonna put a little float on here. Won't need much, probably. Yeah, probably 2-3 feet. That's it. Bluegill. All fired up, right? That's a bluegill, I think, yeah. Got those spawning colors. More bluegills here, it looks like. I like trying to get these fish. They're kind of cool. All right, let's see. The last spot was kind of the end of the, like I guess the end of the road that had those bigger shell crackers. Because there's small bluegills everywhere. And there's life in a lot of spots, but like, where are there better fish right now is kind of the challenge. Should I just make a couple blind casts here? Having some current's good though. So we want that. Make one or two. Gosh, the only thing is sometimes it does mine endlessly drift quite a bit. Okay, I see there's some trees there, I gotta watch out. Fish. Whoa. Yeah. That one's a bluegill, I think, right? Yeah. The size of that bluegill. So I got the shell crackers earlier. This is a certified bluegill. Let's see. 9 inches. I got one almost 11 inches this spring, but at 9 inches, they get a decent little fillet on them. So, start, you can fillet them or fry them whole. I've been filleting them more. This area is not too bad with the PFAS stuff, but we got some areas that are quite questionable. And they're stacked right there, aren't they? This is awesome. We'll let this one go. You know what? We're not going to be fishing for a little while, probably. So, keep a couple. Keep a couple more. Headed to Charlotte, sorry. This week, so. Damn, this current's strong though. Can't believe it. Yeah, I actually got an 11-inch bluegill this spring. Just under 11. Those 9s are pretty good. Seems like there's a bunch of fish there. Getting smaller now. Seems to be how that goes. Fighting through logs, man. It's a good time. What a good time this is. You're hitting so much stuff here. It's like, it's a little terrifying. Smaller fish right here, I think. That's when he starts to freak out. That crappie? Oh, another shell cracker. Don't go off the main channel very far. That's kind of the lessons I'm learning here. I mean, sure there's secrets, but it seems like sticking with the channel zones is the way. Alright, still floating around. Look at that bluegill there. Black trout. This is a great time. I like reading it. There's so much crazy history about some of the Blackwater rivers. Transportation, just everything about them. They are gnarly to fish, though. Like, we went through tackle today. Smacked her kayak on everything imaginable. I got hung up here earlier. Here I am again. Just can't learn my lesson sometimes, huh? Oof. That clunk. I feel myself riding up on stuff too. It's hilarious. It's definitely kind of scary. I know there's gators in some of these swamps, but this is open enough. Like, there's a couple creeks I've gone into that are just too tight. I really don't like trying to navigate them and navigate around an alligator. This stuff is fine. I wouldn't worry one bit personally. I feel like here you got an up current side. Let me try it. I've been fishing down current mostly, so maybe that's gonna work. See, I got water washing into these trees. Probably 3-4 feet still. There's one. Bass. He's on the up current side here. See if we land this guy. Gosh. Got into this guy's line there. Okay, we got him out. Ooh, this is a riot. Pound test every time you hook a decent bass. It's always chaos. Alright. Thought I had him. Got him that time. It's a largemouth bass. There are some really nice ones. I've caught some just awesome sized fish around here. Ooh, man, just going doink. Just hitting stuff, man. We're tracked down after today. You see these fins that the new Hobie ones, when you hit something they kick up so you don't damage the pedals, but at a certain point they don't retract down. You hit enough things, and today I definitely did that, but it damaged this kayak. It doesn't seem like I did. These Gulp minnows work good too. I forget that sometimes. Another shell cracker. It's a bluegill. I bet you I won't be catching as many shell crackers with these Gulp minnows. This is a little Spheros 500. Unfortunately, when you close the bail, it does kind of jack up occasionally. It's a nice reel, though. I think we knew that might have been coming. Oh, man. Nice size brim. Gulp minnow does pretty good. I don't think we've gotten anything that's really exceptional in size yet on it, but I don't think the results really suck. Nice change of pace, man. I really wish I could do more of these videos. Unfortunately, I mean, doesn't mean I can't go fishing, but I wish I could do more of these types of videos for my audience, because this is everywhere. Not everywhere, but there's a lot of places you could do this sort of fishing. I see a few fish popping here. I wonder if they're gar or not. So big there. Strong thunderstorms for this afternoon, so I have a great time doing this. I'm not great at telling the story of doing it, but you know, you do so many types of fishing, and then you do something like this, you're like, oh yeah, this is way cooler. I wouldn't say way cooler is the word. But this was a wonderful time. Yeah, in addition to all those shell crackers and big bluegills, largemouth bass, gar, bowfin, big flatheads. I don't think there's too many blue cats where I'm fishing. It doesn't look like a blue cat heavy environment. I'm sure there's a few, but ooh, got a fishy. I like these Gulp minnows though. They're really efficient. That's the word I want to use. Like, you'll get through a zone quickly. Right? You'll cover a ton of water using these Gulp minnows. This is actually the red breast. It's got the blue stripes on it. I'm not the best at identifying every single little panfish flops out of my kayak. Awesome. Not. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. Probably not. I'm going to go with not awesome. It's kind of cool. I wonder on like these little like 2-3 pound gar. He's going to break my leader. Oh man, armor. What a cool, crazy fish to hold. He's got armor even at that size. Your roe is toxic. Supposedly they're pretty good to eat. I know they're up there on the mercury list. Got a fish. Jeez. Yeah, you gotta get the prehistoric slam. Bowfin, gar. Can't have it all without a bowfin or two. I like these gulp baits a lot, in my opinion. They pull. They tug. That wind's picking up, man. I gotta get the heck off the water. We're gonna have a nasty ride home. I don't want to be driving home in it. Jeez, these things are mean. No snakeheads here in North Carolina. For bowfin. You get the native fish, not the edible fish, unfortunately. But you want the native fish, Raleigh, for the long run. It's a pretty decent bowfin. I don't mind these. I can see if you fish a lot and you're pan fishing and doing all those types of fishing, these things probably get really problematic, right? A casual angler like me, like this ain't my... Alright, got our jig back. Thanks, dude. This ain't how we typically, gosh, gets a bowfin. He ain't gonna hold still for me. Can I get a selfie with him? Can I pull it off? Like one of those other YouTube guys? Okay. These clouds are getting sketchy. Time to go, Elias. Time to go. You had a good day. Eat up your shell crackers. Just enough for another attempt at it, right? Satisfied I caught some huge blow-ups out there. Whoa. Those bowfin, when they kill bait, are absolutely mean. State record, I think it's like 17 pounds. Big.